this is Grandmaster Eric Lee. You're listening to Justin Harvey on the Justin Harvey Show.
You can feel the wind is rising, baby, now the truth is here.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very, very special edition of the Justin Harvey Show. Today I have a great grandmaster in the martial arts trade. You have seen him in such films as Bloodsport 2 and also Big Trouble in Little China. I would like to welcome Master Eric Lee to the show. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for having me on your show. Well,
thank you for attending the show, sir. You're a martial arts legend, so it's always nice to have legends like you on the show.
I don't know about legend. I've been doing it for a long time, yes. My father does also study martial arts, and I've been doing it for a long time, all my life.
Yes, sir, and I would like to begin today's show about Big Trouble in Little China. Can you talk about your involvement with that and
yes.
All the work that you've done?
It was a pleasure working with such a caliber like Kurt Russell, and I met many people through it, and the whole thing was filmed in 20th Century Fox Studio. That's not the only one show. You go to IMDb, you can find out what I have done. And then that's one of the show also in Rambo and some of the James Bond movie and many others.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then it was a great experience working with the guys, and John Carpenter he's the director, is also the music composer. That movie came out 1986. It was before its time, but it was a great film. To me, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
All the movies are different, completely different. It's the extension of what we do.
Absolutely. And can you, if you can remember that far back, what was the most challenging part of doing, Big Trouble in Little China back then?
Well, I actually double for Dennis Dunn. A lot of the movement that he doing in the film actually was me. We about the same size. But you only see me a glimpse of it because I'm being more of a behind the camera. And it was good it was different. It was quite different when I got a chance to meet Goldie Hawn as well. And then that's one of the films I done that was way back in 86, and it was work with Joe Okamura, Albert Leong, James Liu, and many other people that I knew from the past. Okay? Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Also, I know that you did some work on Bloodsport 2, which I'm very familiar with.
Well, actually, that movie, I think I did looping. It's called AD artwork. Actually, I've done a lot of film behind the camera. It's voice over for like Armageddon, this kind of Bruce Willis and other things. Mm-hmm. I have a chance to work with some of the people like Mel Gibson, mm-hmm. Sylvester Stallone, and many others. But what you talking about was some of the known film, they happen to hit the big screen. But a lot of the movies they have done that I played the lead in it, and they'll never hit the big screen because this, we need a star power, real star power. Mm-hmm. Guys, the big potato we call. Absolutely, Master Lee. Have you ever, have you written your own movies and stuff too, sir? Or? Yeah, have I ever written anything? Like your own movie, like produced your own movie, sir? Yeah, one movie that I produced called Master Demon. You might be able to find it, and then we also co-produced some other movie called the Ninja Buster, and those are not a big film, but we need bigger budget for a bigger film. And right now we're doing other things, other than film. A lot of other things, a lot of other projects. I never cease to stop creating things, making things happen. Okay, and then also, go ahead.
Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I personally have all these things, and I like to create, and I think it's like I had to do something. So martial art training was good for me to burn off some of the energy, and also we're doing writing a script right now, and then I created the idea. His name is Sam Oham, and he's writing the script with me, and we hopefully get it produced. It's a time travel action comedy. That's one of the projects in the future I'll be doing. And I did something recently called The Chemist, in a film, hopefully deal with it, and Art Camacho, which is one of my black belt. He directed. And also we have other people, High Caliber, Wing Chun expert, Sifu Grandmaster Samuel Kwok in it, and then he's trained with Yiman Sun, and then he does a lot of seminar all through the world right now, and we're good friends.
Oh, that's amazing, sir. That's amazing.
Yeah. And so we're doing a comic books, action figures, a video game, and all that stuff. It's all creative stuff, and I play some music like piano, and I'm practicing alto saxophone, and I have 27 instruments. So the music thing is take over my drive. I have to have something creative to continue for my creative outlet. So that's good for everybody. And also, we are hosting the birthday party for everyone, all my friends, and which we do that in Woodland Hills once a month. And then this coming 17th of January is my last one. And after that, we're going to have open mic jam parties in March and May, and then also we're going to be roasting seafood out at Costco's in August 15th in Golden Dragon Restaurant, Los Angeles, Chinatown. And so we hope to have other people coming on board as well, Cynthia Raffat, Don Wilson, the old friend, and Malia Costco, and also I'll be hosting a tour to China, Hawaii, Canton, and Beijing, and all those places. I've done that for 5 years already. I have a lot of experience. I do once a year. Next one is going to be October. Yeah, I do a lot of things. I create a lot of action. I like it.
My next question is, I've always wondered this, and I know that you've worked with him in past films. What is James Hong like, sir?
James Hong? James Hong, he's a senior citizen now, consider. He's a very nice person. He's a character actor. He can act, and he's doing, I think, Kung Fu Panda 3 or something like that. And then we work together. I have some of the footage with him together. We're a good friend. And then he's the Lo Pan in Big Trouble in Little China. That yes, sir. Took like many hours of makeup, to get that look, like 2,000-year-old man. And he talks like this. And, Justin, this is James Hong. He talks like that. So I imitate his voice for fun.
Yeah, he did.
In other words, I do him.
Yeah, he's a great actor. I gotta say, because that's why I asked, what kind of person he was like, because he is such an amazing actor. Because to play Lo Pan, that had to be kind of difficult to play, and very demanding,
Well, actually, he's not a martial artist. And then I showed him a few things, but he's a really good actor, and he's been doing this. I think his first movie was like with Humphrey Bogart or something like that, long time ago. But I did meet a movie star, and he was a big action guy in 1950, and he died now. And his name is Lam Gao, and then doing. This is way before the American golden age of the martial art, Bruce Lee and all that come along. He was in 1950. His name, he was fighting in the third floor the roof, and those days the camera was black and white, no stunt double. And then there's the camera on the floor, on the ground floor, and which is so two cameras shoot, and one is on the roof. In those days, you don't move the camera because it's too heavy. You move the actor. So during his fight scene, I met him personally, and he showed me some of the stuff. And then one of the break broke. He wasn't fighting on the edge of the floor, on the flat on the roof, and then it broke. And then so he fell, but his basic was so strong, he landed on a horse stance, and then not even a scratch. So that some other characters trying to duplicate the same thing, he died. So what happened is they developed what they call stunt double. Stuntmen can die, but the actors, the real character, cannot die. So therefore, we have now in Hollywood, they got all these stuntmen to replace the actor look-alike from the back. Of course, they cannot show the face. That's how it's been created. And I was there during the golden era of the martial arts, 1970s or late 60s, where Five Fingers of Death came out with Into the Dragon came out. And matter of fact, O'Hara, Bob Ward's friend of mine, and I know all the cast in Sekin, Master Hong, Bolo Yang. His name is Yang Si, the real name, and John Saxon, Anna Capri. I met the director and producer also. And I didn't work on that film, but the film was in Hong Kong, and I was too busy teaching competing at the tournament in those days, in the 70s, 1970s. I started young because I thought I was a martial artist, and so that's how I got interested in. So it's right into culture and family thing.
Yes, sir. I wanted to ask you, too, which this person is no stranger to the Justin Harvey Show. Can you tell my audience how you actually first came to work with Cynthia Rothrock? Can you give us that backstory, how y'all met and started working together?
We're friends, and then way before her, I started long ago, and then Cynthia was in Hong Kong. She's one of the first American martial artist, good one, and then did in Hong Kong. I saw some of the Hong Kong movie, but we did a lot of seminar fighting and personal appearances, those things. As a matter of fact, in January 23rd, Don Wilson and then Jason Statham or something, and then and Cynthia and myself and many others, and we're going to be at Alan Goldberg event, the Action Martial Arts Hall of Fame. That's where I'll be going, and by then I should have my biography done and my private and Tai Chi done, because we have a certain time frame for that kind of thing, because one day goes so quick. But anyway, Cynthia is a nice person. She know how to shine, and she know how to carry herself really well. We did the first China tour, I think, like 10 years ago, or maybe less than that, in China tour. We went to Shanghai, and she was a co-host with me, and Bob Wall initiated the idea. And then I stopped doing that 4 years ago, but I'm going to start up again. So anybody interested in, they have to let you know, and you can let me know, or visit my website, ericlee.com. And then I do a lot of things, Justin, and I'm pretty diverse. I don't do one thing. I do quite a few things. And I like to do a few things. And I also understand you do Reiki as well. It's like a healing. It's like healing for your body. Am I correct? Like it's a healing technique? Well, I think if you learn how to hit, we're supposed to learn how to heal. If you learn how to hit, you have to learn how to heal. That's preventive. A lot of people I've seen that they're actually hurting themselves. I'm a black belt, I can take it. So actually, they can cause a lot of problems in the future. And also, feeling for healing. You have to understand the feeling also to. So I study herbal medicine. I do have a degree in Reiki, which meaning that from Lucy Olivier, and then Grandmaster Olivier. He's 10 degree black belt. He used to train with Master Oyama. He also does healing, and I go to Alpine to learn that a few years ago. And my father was a herbalist, and we have two herb shop, doctor, a chef, and an herbalist and pharmacist in Hong Kong. And that's where I grew up with that. I actually interested in that before I even took serious with martial art when I was only a few years old in Hong Kong.
That's
because
amazing.
I understand the mentality of the people. They all want to go see China, and they all want to go see Hawaii, so I make that possible. Not that I never been there, I just enjoy the happy faces.
Now, did you ever work with David Carradine, sir? I know that you know David Carradine through a private conversation.
I know him, but I unfortunately I never worked with him. He's fine, and he's a good actor, and I never worked with him, but I know him. I know David, and I used to go to his house and talk to him and hang out. And then right now he's gone. I work with many other people. I also know Cam Ian. He's also took over the job with David Chow, and he passed on now, David, but Cam is still here. That's the Kung Fu series in 1970. I worked with Master Po from Kung Fu series. Grasshopper, that's that man, and then he was alive then. That's way back, you know. So it's interesting. To me, healing art, martial arts, film, they're all interconnected. We got to take care of mind, we got to take care of body, and then we got to I like creativity, and I like that. And many people around me and has capable of doing things. And everybody, I'm not good at what I don't. When I'm not good at what I don't know. So therefore, everybody's my teacher.
Yes,
what
sir.
I don't know. So just because we can do kick and punch doesn't mean that we know everything. I think my philosophy is we have to go beyond fighting, beyond ego, beyond finance, beyond identity, and to get into the next level. And that's what it's all about. And I know many people, exactly more than 10,000 people on my phone book right now, and I know all of them. But I don't, because I cannot talk to them, that many people, and I neither do a lot of email or text and all that stuff because so many people, you know, it's impossible to keep it up. So I think life is more important than texting.
Absolutely, sir. And let's move forward to your music. Are you planning on doing like a music album and releasing it, or what's your plan with the music?
I just spoke to my friend Jim Moore, and his partner is got some connection with the Universal, and they composed the music for the X-Men, G.I. Joe, and Transformer. So, and if some people don't want to explore, and for me, music is just it's a form of creativity. It's good for your soul, good for your DNA. It's good for your motor skill, good for communication. It's good for many things. The music I'm doing right now for next CD I'm doing is combined with American Indian, Chinese music, and also American. I play piano and things like that. I got a lot of instruments. So with something I know, I'm not the best, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's for enjoyment first, before commercial. So more creativity goes that way. I do a lot of healing art too, like combined with 6 healing songs, the Inner Smile, the 5 elements, and the Tai Chi, some of the Tai Chi and Qigong. I put them all into one form. So you got everything together instead of you have to study with many instructors. That's more internal. Because external, like powerlifting, running, football, that's external. We need both. Substantial with insubstantial. Insubstantial with substantial. You need yin and yang, the balance. You cannot do one side. And where are we going to get the energy to support the body when we get older? So we need to do both. One is build the chi, one is muscle, tone, speed, and power. So we need both, to my opinion. Now, everything I said here is just my experience, and it doesn't have to be, it doesn't mean I'm all right. It's just my experience. And then people listening out there, they might like it, they might not. It's okay with me. I don't have any control over what they want to do from there on. It's just my own experience. I have no responsibility or taking control. I'm not one of those guys.
I wanted to get your thoughts on what do you think of, you know, because I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes to martial arts, but what's your impressions of MMA, you know, mixed martial arts, the cage?
Oh, MMA. Well, you're looking at MMA straight dating right now. It's commercial. It's the guy training very hard for it, and then but I've come from all kinds of background. You see, I like every style. If somebody hits you by 2x4, what style is that? I call it Home Depot.
Home.
Yeah, it's just a movement. And all knowledge is good. MMA it's got its own thing, but you have to be careful not to get hit too many times on your head because accumulate and you can get medical problem, major problem. So, especially my age, I don't want to get hit. You know, we want to heal our body more than getting hit. So, you know, when you pass a certain age, you want to take care of your mind, your body, your spirit, and your health. But I don't have, you know, all I can say is, you know, people don't like to get hit too much because your brain is your data, your computer, and you got accumulative effect, you know, to it, and then that's not good to get hit. Self-defense is not about getting hit. It's learn how to self-defense. Yes, you can get tougher in your body, but in reality, you want to know the knowledge, the real skill. So even though sometimes I do form, it's an exercise. And one time in Las Vegas, I told the people, okay, I'm going to do a form. It's all over a couple 100 years old. You can leave now. You can go to the bathroom. I'll be done in 2 minutes.
Wow.
It's surprising to me. Nobody left. They're all there. I said, this is not fighting. This is only exercise. So it's good for your body. It's good for your mind. It's a skill. But when you come into self-defense, it's not form. A whole different... Whenever there's rule, there's going to be rule. So one time I was learning music a few years ago, and I just bought this book, and the guy, his name is Rodney Franklin, he trained, and he actually a musician for Stevie Wonder. He picked my book and threw it outside the window. I say, what are you doing? I just got this book. He said, in music, there's only one rule, no rule. In martial art, in self-defense, there's only one rule, no rule. In tournaments, yes, there are rules because they have to be rules. Otherwise, people get hurt real bad.
Yeah.
So that's rule. But more interested now into healing and then preserving our mind, the body, and the spirit, and more important to me than fighting because I'm not 20 years old. Been there, done that, you know. So we just continue to learn and grow and share. If you listen to my message, love, sharing, inspiration before our expiration, we will expire at some point.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. We don't know when we'll expire, but we will expire, you know.
But we're only camping here. Nobody can get out alive. So far, I don't know. somebody asked me a question the other day.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of reincarnation? I said, I'm just trying to learn to get, let me learn about this lifetime before I go into next life. I don't know yet. I'm trying to get myself away from my pattern that I have might be against me now, trying to get rid of them, and then maybe I learn something. Since we mess up a lot when we're younger, we finally get something right.
Yes, sir.
So we just go from there. Okay. So everybody is a contributor, and everybody has creativity, and all you got to do is do it, And then what I can say is take action for what you dream for, and don't just think. That's not going to do anything. Unless we work, nothing happens.
Oh, absolutely. I can agree with you there, Master Lee, because I've told you in a private conversation that I'm a disabled individual, and I've actually had people tell me that I would never be able to do radio, and here I am. I've got my own radio show, so I can totally agree with you there, sir. So
well. I'll tell you one thing. My father is the one who told me that I should not do tournament because I might get beat up because I weigh about 150 pounds, 5'6". I'm not that big a person, but it doesn't matter. It's not the size. It's your mind that counts. So I went against his will, and then so I'm like that. The other day, I won't mention name here. He told me, why don't you just do martial arts, forget about music? I've been doing that for several years. I say, okay, why don't we just get to work right now, forget about this nonsense talking. I'm going to do music. I'm like that. So I continue to do music. So we're working out together, and then we're doing he's shooting. He's very creative, and we're shooting on the green screen, and he do Photoshop, and then we're going to start next weekend. And the other person, so I do a lot of stuff, and the people, I don't want to idle. I only have so much time, so next 12 months, I should get a lot of things done, and then I'm relaxed. I got my own home. I got some friends to visit, and then I go to other events, some people events, not all of them, because so many of them. So we have to be selective. But I enjoy everybody contribute, what they call the attribute. If they invite me, and it's my honor, if I can make it, I tell them, thank you for your invitation. I cannot make it because I have other plans.
Yes, sir.
So I know a lot of great martial artists, and they're still around. My days, when I grew up with Joe Louis, Steve Sander, Benny, Jet Titus, Jeff Spearman. I know all of these guys, and Don Wilson, Rafat, and Bob Wall, all those guys. They are older, 50s and up now. Because we know some of the people in MMA also, the younger generation.
Yeah, Don Wilson is a great individual. He's been on the show as well, so he's a great individual.
He's 60 years. Bill Wallace, he's older than me. Bob is older than me. It doesn't matter. I read a book a few years ago, Forget Your Age. So I don't know how old I am. It doesn't matter. Just the mind can continue to do what you want to do, and you don't want to think. You don't want to be too much in grumpy old man when you get to be older, and then you don't want to be doing that. And some of my friends, one particular, I don't want to mention him here, he's just like that. He want to do it, but his body doesn't work anymore. So that's 40 years ago. I encouraged him to train, but he didn't train at all. So now what? And he's on a walker, and he cannot do the things. So I encourage you, audience there, the listener, do it now when you can, and pace yourself. Enjoy while you're doing it.
Yes, sir.
Instead of dreaming.
Yes, sir. And I wanted to give a shout out to Superfoot Bill Wallace. He's also been on the show. It seems like it seems like a lot of people that you mentioned, not all, but some of the people that you have mentioned, they're actually mutual friends of mine as well. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
You know, to know
that's
that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you know, some of the guys came afterwards. Some of the guys were before me, and my last competition was October 1973. That's a long ago. But we still here. We still can contribute. We can still share what we know, and I don't have anything against anybody, and they do what they do, and they are exactly what they're supposed to be. If they want to change, they can change, but accept the way they are, where they are, whatever they believe in. So I'll be in harmony with everything. I look at my plan yesterday. I say, you know, a few days ago, I had to look at the plan and say, that's a lot of work, this dry leaves and everything. And now later on, I think about it. If I change my focus and think the plan is harmony with my spirit, so we don't have any conflicts. So you have to harmonize with everything. That makes you peaceful inside.
Yes, sir.
So all this light and dislike, that's just blocking our chi flow. That's all is to it.
Yes,
and it can manifest disease.
Yes, I wanted to ask, sir, do you interact with your fans on, like, social media, like Facebook and stuff like that, or?
I have Facebook, and I have all that stuff, but I don't go on too often because I don't have the time to do so many things. I know somebody go on Facebook and all that, and then spend 20 hours a day. What's the time to sleep? You still need to sleep, and then not that I'm not interested. I just physically I cannot do it. I need time to relax. I need time to create. I need time to train. I need time to do this and that. And so you know, if you have as many people, it's very hard to deal with. And not that I'm not interested. I am, but I just don't have enough manpower to do it.
Yes, sir. And I wanted to let you know, whenever you do log back onto your Facebook page, I did send you a friend request. So. Yeah,
my website is ericlee.com. And then I have a tour in October to Hawaii, Zhongshan, Canton, where I was born, Hong Kong, and then also for Forbidden City, the Great Wall, Tiananmen Square, all that in October next year. And then we will be roasting Grandmaster Al Casco. He was one of my inspiration. I have 14 instructors. And I, including myself, is 15. So I was able to learn, and I appreciate all the knowledge that I learned from all of them. Some of them taught me more, some of them taught me less. It doesn't matter. It's a cumulative of knowledge that become as a whole. So, okay, go ahead. You have a question.
Yes, sir. Before I wrap up the show, because I don't want to take up any more of your time, sir, because I know you're.
We'll have time. We
reserve
the time for our listener and you. No problem.
Yes, sir. I would like to know. Do you have any upcoming movie projects that you're going to be starring in? Possibly that maybe you can touch on just a little bit.
Well, I have few people talk to me about. I cannot mention here because until they materialize, and then I don't want to say something to the people.
Yeah, but you can say that something will be coming up in the near future.
Well, my biggest thing right now, this next 2 months, I'll be concentrating on biography, finished my cover, and since they were in black and white, some of the picture, I have thousands of pictures with everybody, including Mike Stone, Priscilla Presley, and a lot of people that I encountered in the past. And then as far as a movie, we're doing one action adventure time travel comedy, and it's going to be in comic books, videotape, comic book action figure and all that stuff, and then animation also. I don't want to talk about so much on that, but I do have the product saying the quote, original quote, and Tai Chi and music coming out, and so I have 2 projects in next 2 months alone. They are very big, and a lot of information is in it. So we intend to interview a lot of friends and celebrities, and you mentioned James Hong is one of the person I have in mind to interview. And then there's a lot of interesting story. I went to Ed Parker, was a good friend of mine. We went to Chile together when he was alive. I live in Central America, Hong Kong, Oakland, California when Bruce Lee was there. That was interesting. Oh, wow. I also knew the guy he fought. They had mentioned some name. They're doing a movie in Oakland called Showdown Oakland Showdown, something like that. I'm not sure that's going to happen. That's not my project. And my father, the other thing that you can see is 1935, 30, something like that. He was the detainer in Angel Island in San Francisco area. His name is Shao Nam Lee. He's 93 years old right now. He's still here. SHOWNAM and Lee, Lee. So he's in there, and he's got great memory. He doesn't do what I do, and then I don't do what he's doing, but I respect because he's my father. And my mom's still here, my sisters and everybody. As far as our project, keep in touch with my website, and we have what they call a blog coming out. And then, so any project in the future, which is a lot, and a lot of my friends are doing projects too. And so since I live in LA area, so there's a lot of action going on here.
Well, sir, if there's any way that I can help promote your upcoming projects, say like you have a new album or a new movie come out, you can always come back on the show and promote what you're doing, because I really want to help you get the word out there about, what all you're doing. I appreciate
that, and you already have, and then you'll have, give me an opportunity to talk to your audience and then yourself, and then I really appreciate that.
I really...
So I have a lot of stuff coming up, but I don't talk about until it's done. Something already in production. But that's the thing, and the biography is coming out, and it's going to be on my website, and the product and the music and Tai Chi and all that is also going to be on my website, ericlee.com, and I got a lot. I've been around for a while, and I've seen the growth, all the way from 50s to now. And I appreciate people like you to help to promote what we do. And then without the technology, iTunes. Am I on iTunes?
It's going to be on iTunes, sir. Yes, it's going to be on iTunes and many other places. The show is also going to be
let
on
me know where we can catch it, and then some of my friends will be interested. I got lots of people to do that, and then so anyway, the last word: a turtle never goes anywhere unless he sticks his neck out. So I believe we have to take action.
Yes, sir.
Give us energy and feel like we're doing something in our life, and that's what I encourage everybody to do. That don't dream, but take action.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I personally wanted to thank you for being on the show, sir.
Well, thank you.